when you look somebody in the whites of the eyes and shake their hand, or you hear them present in person, or you're at an event and you see them hugging their clients, like those things make a deeper impression than getting to a website and clicking to download a lead magnet.
Mhm.
So this is where a lot of advisors get disappointed with online marketing, because a lot of marketing companies will get them clicks or get them leads, but they don't have a good system for making those into meaningful relationships. And events are a great way to do that. Once you have them opted in, you can invite them to events. And sometimes, because it's not a relationship that started in person, you have to work it a little harder for a while
Mhm.
digitally to get to that phase. So, actually just this month we launched our State of Digital. And just to give you some idea, there were 250 million rather data points, a quarter of a billion data points that we looked at. So you've got 67 million emails, 38 million contacts, 600,000 campaigns. So when you ask me what works, I'm going to tell you based on the data.
Okay.
And what's really fascinating to me is that with digital leads, opt-ins, social media messages, anything you get, knowing that there's a lack of trust there because they haven't warmed up to you yet, you haven't earned the trust. The most effective way to build that trust quickly and get it to an in-person meeting, hands down, is video. And just to give you an idea of how effective video is, I just opened up the data. The new opt-in that you send an introduction email to, trying to start a conversation, if it has a video, the open rate is 59.4%. If it doesn't, the open rate is only 27.4%. If there's an email link to click, or a link in the email to click through and watch the video, 36.7% will click on the video. If there's not a video, only 16.7 will click on another link. So what we do is, knowing that video is the most effective, we build a nurturing sequence with a video or videos. The advisor automatically enrolls new opt-ins from their website into this sequence. It's all done behind the scenes with technology. They get that video message from the advisor. It's recorded once, but in a way that's personalized, because on the landing page, it shows the visitor's name. In the email, it has their name. The video feels one-to-one, even though it's one-to-many. And
Mhm.
below that video, it says, do you have a question about this? What would you like to talk about? What are your concerns? They can submit a quick form, and then the advisor has a basis to call and talk to them or invite them into the office. That strategy, what we call a personal connection video campaign, is what's driving the fastest conversion from cold website or social media contact, new opt-in, to meetings, to actual bookings. And the combined overall performance there is about 120% better than anything else. So video is powerful.
Yeah. Thanks for diving in and breaking that apart. Have you had any of your Snappy Kraken clients that have inserted that somewhere into a dinner seminar sequence? And where would you put that in if it was, from a mailer, or maybe it's a Facebook ad into them showing up to a dinner seminar?
Nothing builds trust like in person. So if you're at a seminar or you've met somebody face to face, that's going to have the highest level of camaraderie, trust, openness. You need to take advantage of that. So if you're at a seminar, if somebody shows up there, your goal should be to book a meeting with them at that event.
Mhm.
No doubt. You don't need this. But where we're using it, where our clients are using it, is the people who register but don't show up, and the people who say they'll book but don't, or book but don't show. So that's where we use this strategy. Because if you think about the hierarchy of trust, if in-person's at the top, you step down a level, it's video, because they can see your face, they can hear your voice.
Mhm.
Step down another level, it's voice. That's your phone calls, your podcasts. You step down another level, it's text. Unfortunately, what happens is most people just nurture prospects by text. Text doesn't build trust as well as voice. Voice doesn't build trust as well as video. Video doesn't build trust as well as in person. So for us, it's, hey, if you got a strategy for getting them in person, great. Next best thing, video. So no in-person strategy is complete. There's always going to be people who don't show, don't do what they say they're going to do. So just step down one level and work it the best way you can. So we have a sequence automatically. It's 8 steps, 8 weeks, 8 messages designed to build value for the advisor and in the financial planning relationship, or however this advisor is positioning what they do, wealth management, whatever it is, and then ultimately designed to book the appointment. So if somebody comes to a seminar, doesn't book right away, we try 8 times more to get them on autopilot. The advisors can go back to business with the clients. And then after that, if they have had now 9, 10 opportunities and they haven't done anything, we just assume it's not the right time. We put them into general nurturing for a biweekly communication after that.